Okay, it's story time. And first and foremost, bro, I really appreciate everybody who's been coming in and showing love, bro. Both on like social media, like on Twitter and stuff. Everybody who reached out, like a lot of friends reached out, like a lot of creators, a lot of personalities, a lot of people in the space just like reached out to make sure that the queen was doing good and that everything was good. As you guys know, yesterday I was streaming. I was live yesterday. We were about like 15 minutes into the live stream. The queen opened up this door. She was bawling, crying, and there was blood everywhere. Literally, her face was covered in blood. Her shirt was covered in blood. I was like, what the fuck? So obviously I ran over there, saw what was going on. She had her hands like this, and when she opened up her hands, there was a big gash, like a big gash. Her head was literally open. Like her head was legit just cut open. And I was like, at first I looked at it and I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, okay, let me be calm. I was like, it's okay. She's a little baby con. You're fine. A little baby con. I was like, holy Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking model. You know what I mean? I said, a little baby con. So, I reacted quickly, came back, turned the stream off, ran over. I grabbed just like a bunch of paper towels. Like I grabbed like a shit ton of paper towels. I closed the wound with my hand, kind of like just not. I didn't like. I like closed it, and like put pressure on it. So I closed it and then wrapped it and then just like put pressure there, just to like stop the bleeding, like try and stop the blood from coming out, and because she was losing a lot of blood, so I was getting kind of nervous. As I was doing that, I just called 911, called an ambulance, with my other hand, put 911 on speaker, and then I just kind of sat there and just held the wound down until the bleeding stopped. And then once the ambulance came here, they all rushed up. The bleeding had pretty much completely stopped when she got there. The wound was massive, like. I would show you guys, but I can't show blood on stream. I've showed a few people. I've showed, like, I know Asim saw it because I showed it to Asim. So he could tell you that it was bad, bro. It was bad. But, yeah, so the ambulance came. The wound was pretty bad, but because I was able to keep pressure on it, it was able to stop bleeding. Like, the wound stopped bleeding, and then we got her to the hospital. I met her at the hospital because the ambulance took her to the hospital. There's a lot more to this story, so everybody buckle in because there's a lot more to this story, okay? I get outside. The ambulance is here. I bring the queen outside. As I'm bringing the queen outside to the ambulance, there's two big-ass trailer trucks delivering furniture because, as you guys know, I moved into a new place, so we have, like, stuff being delivered. Like, we're moving, so, like, a bunch of stuff is being delivered. So the ambulance is stuck. The two trucks are here trying to get up this road, trying to like deliver furniture. And then down the street from that, there's a security guard and some random homeless guy throwing fucking hands. Throwing hands in the street. Like literally, like let's go, motherfucker. Let's go. Damn, boom, boom, boom. Throwing hands. My neighbor, who I've never met before, by the way, my neighbor, who's a new neighbor, just moved in. I met all my other neighbors, just haven't met this one neighbor. He comes up the driveway trying to leave the property, but he can't leave because there's two trailer trucks, there's an ambulance, and then there's a homeless guy fucking throwing hands with a security guard, all happening in a straight line, bro. All happening. I'm like, bro, am I in fucking GTA? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the hell is going on here, bro? So I lose composure. Fuck, I meet my neighbor, but the queen's in the ambulance at this point. Once the ambulance came, they took her into the ambulance because I guess the guy that started fighting with the security guard was trying to get help from the ambulance. He was trying to get into the ambulance the queen was in. I said, buddy, go get your own fucking ambulance. I already called this one. Call your own fucking ambulance, fucking asshole. He was fine. He was just tweaking on fucking drugs and shit because he was a homeless guy. I said, go get your own fucking ambulance. Anyway, he starts tussling. The security guard whips out a fucking gun, bro. The security guard starts pointing a gun at him. I said, yo, I said, everybody get down, bro. What the hell is going on, bro? Like, what the you know what I'm saying? Anyway, the guy that the security guard was fighting ran away. He ran away. I don't know where the hell he went. The ambulance was able to get out of there. I met my neighbor. Who's really cool. My neighbor was super cool. All my neighbors are like my age, and like they're all just like they're super cool, bro. Like they literally don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they're cool people. They're all very cool people. My neighbor met my neighbor. The trucks came in. They delivered the furniture. Queen went to whatever. We get to the waiting room, right? I go to meet the queen at the hospital because I'm like, all right, let me go make sure she's okay. Like I go to meet her over there. I sit down. 10 minutes later, the fucking guy that was throwing hands with the security guard is being walked into the hospital by a police officer by the hand, ready to get some treatment. They sit him down right next to us. I say, buddy, what's going on? You doing all right? I see you got your own ambulance. I see you got your own fucking ambulance. You know what I mean? How you doing? You know what I mean? What's going on? You know, bro. We thought we were living in a fantasy land. Like we thought I actually couldn't believe what was going on. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I was just so like mind blown. And then the doctor came in. We were in the hospital for like hours. But once the queen got her head wrapped up and the paramedics were like, yeah, like the bleeding stopped. Like you should be good. We just got to get you stitched up. Like the queen started to calm down a little bit. And then they got her stitched up. They stitched her up. It's like it's a big wound. Like it starts like here, and then it goes into her hair. Like it goes like into her hairline a little bit. They used really small stitches here, so you could barely notice anything here, which is good. And then she'll probably have a scar like in her head somewhere a little bit, but like it's in her hair, so like they won't see it. Like you can't see it. How? Everybody's asking how? How did it happen? So. In the hallway, we have a storage closet. It's just a closet. It's a big closet. We put a lot of junk in there, a lot of storage. There's an electrical box. Do you guys know the electrical box that's in like apartments or condos or even in your home? I'm sure all you guys have an electrical box where, you know, it's like a metal door, right? Like it's like a metal box. It's like a metal door. You know what I mean? Like we've hacked them in GTA before. You know what I'm saying? The breaker. Yeah, the breaker. You know what I'm saying? The breaker, chat. The door, the guy who came to work on the AC, because it's a new place, we're getting some stuff installed. Guy came in to look at the AC. He, I guess, left the door, and it's not his fault. He left the door open a little bit. Like, he didn't close the breaker door all the way. So the door was open a little bit. It wasn't his fault, guys. It was a very, very fluke accident. The queen was down, was down cleaning, like, on the floor. She had the vacuum, and she was, like, messing with the there's, like, a button on the bottom of the vacuum. And she was like messing. When she stood up, I guess she like jolted up, she hit the corner of the metal door. Like the corner of the metal door as she came up, like sliced her head. And she hit it pretty hard, bro. Like there's a big fucking dent in it. Like she literally headbutted the thing, bro. So the metal door like sliced her head open. So as you guys can imagine, like blood all over the floor, blood all over herself, blood all over me. Bro, when I came back to turn the stream off, I was like, I had like blood on me. We literally I didn't want anybody to see blood because I could get banned for blood. So I was like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? But guys, she sliced her head open pretty bad. There was a lot of blood, but you know, we were able to get some help. I was able to get her some help, and she got to the hospital. And once the ambulance here, once she was in the hospital and she got stitched up, they gave her some medication, and she's doing a lot better now. It was just the way that it all unfolded, being live for one. Then I had to call the ambulance. Then I got this guy at gunpoint out front. Then I got these two big ass trucks delivering furniture. Then this guy that's fighting is trying to get into the ambulance where my girlfriend is at. I'm like, bro, go get your own fucking ambulance, this and that. It was just a lot going on. It was just a lot going on at once, bro. And I was like, dude, holy hell, bro. And then once we got to the hospital and the guy that was at gunpoint that was fighting with the security guard sat down next to us, I was like, we're living in a movie. Like, we're living in a movie. But basically, guys, between the fire last week or a couple weeks ago and this, guys, I've been trying to tell you, but I'm a superhero. You know what I mean, chat? I'm literally a superhero. You know what I mean, chat? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed story time, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Yeah, huge shout out to the queen, man, because I love her very much, and she does a lot for me, and she's always running around and always doing stuff and always working, and it was a little bit of a fluke, man. I'm just glad that the queen's okay, because I was scared yesterday, Chad. Like, I love the queen very much, and I was scared, Chad. I was scared. I don't like to see her bleeding. Like, if I'm bleeding, it's one thing. If she's bleeding, it's like, I'm scared. I want her to be okay. She's crying. I don't like to see her cry. So I was telling her when I was holding the wound, I was like, stop crying, like, it's gonna be fine, like, you're probably just gonna have to get some stitches and shit. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, I'm just glad that she's good, man. Like, I'm glad that she's good. Huge shout out to everybody who's been reaching out and everybody who's been showing love. You guys have been incredible.